Right Honorable Professor Julius Aivobere, the Chairman, Joint Committee, His Excellency, Senator Simon Lalong, the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Electoral Matters, all senators, members here seated, our development partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this important public hearing organized by the Joint Committee on Electoral Matters and supported by our development partner, Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, PLAC, and the UK International Development. Today's gathering marks yet another milestone in our collective commitment to strengthening Nigeria's democratic institutions through the continuous improvement of our electoral framework. The Electoral Act 2022, as we all know, was a landmark piece of legislation that introduced several innovations, most notably among which was the bimodal voters acquisition system, known as BVAS. However, as with every human institution, experience has shown that there is still room for refinement. The 2023 general election provided valuable lessons and revealed gaps in the implementation of the law, especially in the areas relating to the usage of technology, transmission of results, and political parties, primaries, and internal democracy, campaign financing, etc., etc. The journey of the amendments of the Electoral Act 2020, amendment of the Electoral Act 2020 started about 2 years ago when we had a town hall meeting with the stakeholders relating to electoral process in Nigeria. Subsequently, a technical committee was vetted, saddled with the responsibility of collating and analyzing input from all engagements relating to the repeal of the Electoral Act 2020. The committee was a composition of representatives from the Joint Committee on Electoral Matters, the Ministry of Justice, civil societies, eminent legal practitioners, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, legislative drafters from the National Institute of Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILS, the Joint Committee Secretariat, and our development partners. With the support of our development partners, we have had town hall meetings with the youth in Oyo, women groups in Rivers, women and youth group in Katsina, stakeholders in Lagos, litigation and security agencies in Abuja, justice of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, and many more, collating theoretical and practical experiences from the people directly involved in the electoral process. Due to time constraint on the program today, I might not be able to elaborate on all the areas that we considered for amendments, but I will mention a few which are of interest to the public, such as the early voting, which means that people on essential duties will be able to have a week or two opportunity to vote earlier than the others. Non-compulsory use of PVC has been agitated by the populace. Timeline for elections and election tribunals, which is proposed to be moved from the Constitution to the Electoral Act, although this will still require some constitutional amendments. Voting by inmates, which already had a judgment compelling the INEC to ensure that inmates are also given their constitutional rights. Replacement of members of legislative houses without by-election, which was also a proposal from INEC trying to look at way of costing costs. Transmission of results, political parties and internal democracy, amongst many others. A document highlighting these proposals will be circulated in the hall to all relevant stakeholders. To the general public, I want you to know that these reforms are not the work of one person, party, or committee. They belong to all Nigerians. Hence, the need for technical input of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the judiciary, security agencies, civil society, political parties, youth bodies, women groups, traditional and religious institutions, information and communication technology experts, people with disability, etc., etc. The committee is therefore open, receptive, and committed to a genuine consultative process in order to ensure that every vote counts, every voice is heard, and every election is credible, peaceful, and inclusive. On behalf of the House Committee on Electoral Matters, I thank everyone who has contributed to this journey so far, from the management and staff of Policy and Advocacy Center, PLAC, Yaga Africa, King Park Development Initiative, KDI, Inclusive Friends Association, IFA, the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, European Union, to all the members of the members and secretariat of the Technical Committee. I also thank everyone here for your presence, for your attention, and for your contribution to this vital national exercise. Please make your voice heard in the oral sessions today and also through written memoranda in the days ahead. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you so much.